it seems the days are getting crazier by the minute. It's just crazy the stuff you hear that's going on behind the scenes with these big game companies. You already know we have some news for you guys. We have two major stories, so make sure you watch it all the way through. Let's get right into it. Now, if you haven't been keeping up with the news, Activision is getting sued. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's getting sued. You want to hear this is the crazy part. This is the crazy part of a widespread harassment of women. Like, what type time? Some of the women have even came out and said that it's kind of like working at a frat house, and that's kind of crazy. You know, you come to work expecting to actually be working towards making a game better, or you know what I'm saying, and then you become accustomed to shit like that, and it's just kind of crazy. And she even said that male employees drank on the job, came to work hungover. Like, that's kind of crazy. Like, you coming to work just coming to put in some time, you know, you really don't really want to be there, you know what I'm saying, and then you got people who they getting litty, you know what I'm saying, they get litty on the job. I mean, that's kind of crazy. That is kind of crazy. The sexual harassment part was a little crazy. Like, people are joking about women's bodies, they're joking about rape. I'm just telling how it is. This shit is serious stuff, okay? This is serious fucking stuff. But the crazy part is they've been investigating this over 2 years and nothing has ever been done. So it's really crazy that it took this long. They even said that they was passed over for promotions despite doing more work than their male peers, and that sounds, you know what I'm saying, that I would feel that same exact way. You know what I'm saying, I've been putting in this work and I've been getting passed over on these promotions. Like, come on now, like, I need my money, you know what I'm saying, I need my change, you feel me? But it's even like sex discrimination going on for women of color. They said at least 2 African-American women reported being singled out and micromanaged. Some even came forward with complaints of discrimination or harassment faced with involuntary transfers, was selected for layoffs, or were denied certain opportunities. Now, that's kind of crazy. Like, if that is all true, that is really crazy, especially, you know, for a person of color to try to break into the gaming industry. I would feel kind of heated too, you know. You come here, you put in time just like everyone else, and you getting singled out, micromanaged like that. Like, that gotta fucking suck. Like, you come here to, you know, work on games, you know. Like, imagine just going to all those years of college just to get there and just get that shit. Like, come on now, like come on. that's fucked up. Like, that's mad fucked up. Now, one of the past employees, I don't know if she's a past employee or she's still working there, but she says she's witnessed like sex in the game lounges, coke in the bathroom. Yeah, they in there on some frat house shit. I don't know what the fuck they up there doing, man, but they is crazy, man. I'm glad the shit is coming out. Hopefully they follow through with what they're going through and they get penalized. On to the next story. Now, it seems like a lot of other companies are going through the same type of situations. I'm surprised this stuff is all coming out now, and I was kind of weirded how it's all like coming out around the same time, but it's because this was years in the making. A lot of this stuff was supposed to been happen. A lot of this stuff was been reported and nothing was ever being done. So bigger hands are coming in, and that's why it's all coming out this week. So we have Ubisoft Singapore, who also is going through the same type of situation, but you know, it doesn't involve drugs and shit like that. But let's get into it. Now, this article is from Kotaku. If you want to go down below and click the link and also read with me, you can. But it kind of goes in way more detail. It kind of goes the whole point. It tells every single story. And I don't know if anything is currently happening or being done. I might put it on the screen because like I said, I read the majority of it. But I kind of took the points that I kind of wanted to make. But it says, based on interviews with over 20 current and former employees, there are no shortage of issues ranging from sexual harassment and racial pay disparities to bullying by managers. Now, I was reading something like this because I was kind of surprised the game they was working on, and then it kind of all clicked for me because I was like, this game ain't been coming out. Like, we've been hearing about this game for a little minute and ain't nothing been coming out. The game has been delayed to fuck. Like, I hope they get their shit together, and now we kind of know why the game is not coming out. And I hope they do a full investigation and, you know, see what the fuck is going on with the studio. Ubisoft needs to come in because It's making their company look bad if they allowing shit like this to happen. Some even report that there's a French ceiling, so it's making it hard for people who don't speak the language or from other countries to even succeed in there, especially if they were from like Asia or were women. That's kind of crazy. But when they kind of go into more detail, it kind of like that does sound right. Not saying like right as in like it was a good thing to do, as in like it kind of matches up. It kind of matches up with what a lot of the other stories are basing off of. So this sounds like something that's been going on for a little minute, not something that's just a case-to-case basis. Okay, so they even says that there's a joke going on in the studio, a little studio joke, you know. Let's see if the joke is funny though. They said there's a French multiplier and there's a skin color multiplier. I guess it kind of bases off of who will get a promotion or who won't, type of thing. And if that's what's going on, like that shit is fucking ridiculous, you know. Some employees are even getting paid below the minimum salary range. But so they're getting paid between like 5,000, 10,000 a year, and that's kind of fucking ridiculous, you know. Especially for people who's been working there for a little minute, and you're just not ever getting promoted. And some of them are even still living with their parents, you know, because they're just not getting it. That's like, yeah, they're not getting paid anything, pretty much. But some people even went to the HR to kind of talk to them about what the fuck has been going on with the studio. And they pretty much throw it under the rug. You already know what time it is, you know? And that's just really fucking ridiculous. If, like, I'm not even saying if this is true, because it's no way in hell you have all of these stories matching up and it's not true. You know, like, this is just fucking ridiculous. Especially from the way it's all calling from so many other people, from even one of the top guys to get removed and then get promoted. I even have a little couple stories about him, so make sure you watch it all the way through. So one of the employees even recalls a story from back in 2018 when she was walking from an elevator into an office with a coworker who started rubbing up on her, you know, trying to do a R. Kelly bump and grind. I don't know what type time is he on, but he was trying to get freaky in that elevator. Now she shouted at him and told her don't touch her, you know the whole shebang. And he still followed her, still trying to get her attention on some weird shit. Now, she went to HR about it, and they kind of blamed it on her, telling her it was her body language or miscommunication due to cultural difference on the part of the offending, you know, manager or whatever. Now, they pretty much swept it under the rug. It's like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are y'all thinking up there? So she also ran into Record. I don't know if that's his name, but I might be saying his name hella wrong. They had a little party or whatever. He was trying to hit on her. She wasn't having that shit. And that was kind of crazy. Ass, you know, it's like, give me a kiss on the cheek. She wasn't trying to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? You already know what's going on. And eventually a friend stepped in and prevented anything from going on. And I guess they reported it, but nothing came from it. You know, nothing came from the report. Nothing went down. And then here's the funny part. One of her also friends or whatever, who also I think was also a manager or something, I don't know. And he reported it to HR. Nothing happened. And here's the funny part. The guy who did it got promoted. He got promoted to the head of the entire studio. What the fuck were they thinking? I just gotta know. What the hell was they thinking when they said, hey, let's promote this guy? Like, what type time? What are y'all thinking? I just got to know. Now, that's a big wrap of the whole scenario. That is kind of crazy. Like I said, if you want to see way more, go into way more detail, I kind of go point to point out the major points that's kind of like hard to even refute. People have came out. A lot of people have come out based off of this exact same stories. A lot of different people who have the exact same stories. And it's kind of just crazy what's going on over there. And the way they kind of delay, I don't really care about the games, you know. I want everyone there to be, you know, on their best foot. And if shit like this is happening and it's kind of being swept under the rug, especially for women to try to come in there, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just bullshit. People go through years of college. You know, I'm gonna keep going with this one. People are going with years of college for this bullshit, man. This is not it. It ain't it, Chief. I hope they get that shit together. If there's any updates, I will be updating everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and like for more commentaries. I'll see everyone on the next one. Peace out.